they're so nice. Like sometimes too nice.
Too nice.
Yeah. Very nice people, honestly. Very friendly. When I came here,
oh boy.
it's actually so. I was like, you're used. What do you mean? But someone tried to tell me one day that you're gonna get used to it. And they were like, you will become used.
Yeah, that's funny. So today I'm chilling with Amina, right? Yeah, so she's from the States. Which city?
Philadelphia.
Okay. So she's gonna be sharing her experience so far here in Lusaka, Zambia, although like she'll let us know where she's staying and what she's doing here and how her journey has been. Should I say backpacking or you're a tourist?
Neither. I'm not. Well, I am backpacking in the country, but I stay in one part of the country, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how has it been for you? Like, how is the experience around Zambia? Like, how do you find Zambia comparing to if you've been to any other country in Africa? How do you find generally?
Well, to begin with, I live in Eastern Province in Jakarta, which is the provincial capital of Eastern. It's a really nice little town. It's very quiet. It's very different from Lusaka, obviously. We don't have shopping malls, we don't have restaurants, really like good cafes, museums. But I mean, I'm right now. I'm just traveling. I went to the Copper Belt, so traveling in country itself is very doable. I think it's easy, but it's also hard. It's like hard. It's like I don't know. I think it can get tiring.
It's tiring.
Yeah. Just because if you want to go from one part of the country to the other, you have to always come back to Lusaka to touch base. There's not much road connectivity in the country, so it's really hard to go from like Eastern to Southern Province without coming to Lusaka or going to the Copper Belt area. So this trip that I just did to the Copper Belt took like between 12 and 14 hours of just travel time on the bus. And, yeah. So 8 hours from Jakarta to here, and then from Lusaka to the Copper Belt it took 6 hours. 6 hours, yes.
Oh.
It was like 14 hours.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see you here.
Huh?
It's nice to see you here. So.
The road is not bad from Jakarta at least to here, but the road to Ndola is bad because of the cargo, like the trailers. Yeah, it's annoying. They're annoying, but they have no other road to take, so we have to take the same road. I mean, a lot of the things that internet is not really a big issue here in Zambia, at least in Jakarta where I stay. Load shedding is an issue though. Load shedding sucks. Just to say, load shedding here has been happening since a month now, I think.
Yeah.
And
sucks.
it's 8 hours at a time, but now they're transferring to a different schedule, so it can get pretty annoying. Because a lot of, like, for example, in my house at least, I have an electric stove. I have a fridge, so it all shuts off,
and then you can't cook.
Can't cook. I can't do much, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's annoying. The heat also here was a shock. when I first got here, it was incredibly hot, really hot. And I was coming from Philadelphia. It was winter, so it was snowing. So it was a lot. But I think other than that, like, I don't know, nothing crazy that I've experienced here.
Okay. Do you like? Let me see. Do you want to talk about like what you're doing here?
Yes.
Okay.
What am I doing here? I came to Lusaka because I got a job in Peace Corps response, and so I'm working with the Ministry of General Education and to like forward PEPFAR's like mission in Zambia in respect to dreams, which is it's a program that tries to like eliminate the high rates of HIV infections amongst young girls and women in the country, because they're the ones that have the highest rates of infection right now. So I've been doing that. I'm like a coordinator. We promote the Ministry of Education Sexuality comprehensive sexuality curriculum. Yeah, that's what I do.
Oh, that's great. That's really great.
Well, I don't know. You probably know this as well, but I feel like you really gotta like have a backbone to travel.
Yeah.
Cause it's not like the best thing. It's not easy. It doesn't come. It's not facilitated that much. So I think like, okay, since I came to Eastern, like I've experienced a lot of new things in terms of like harassment, for example. Those are things like you gotta deal with, right? And it could be intimidating, but like honestly, once you, I guess, what am I trying to say? It's just something that you have to deal with, and you have to know how to deal with it, and then it can get daunting sometimes. But honestly, once you've gotten harassed enough, you have experience with harassment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
So you're like, now no one can fuck with me.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, so I guess I've been harassed enough to be like, get the fuck away from me. This should not go in the video.
Okay.
But yeah, it could be hard, especially in Eastern. I just don't understand why, but Eastern is like, at least in Chipata, like it's a small town, so like they know when like someone's a newcomer. Like it's like 5 people that are foreigners in the city, so it's but it's fun. Travel is fun.
Okay, so I don't know, patience and what else? Like
patience. If you deal with anxiety, you really have to tone it down.
Yeah.
It could be really hard. It could be scary. Like I remember the first time I traveled alone. Yeah, I was a nervous wreck. I was pretty young too, and I was like, what the hell did I do? But it's always like the first day when you come to a new place, it's obviously not gonna be easy. It's gonna be very hard. You kind of just have to like, if you have to stay in the whole day and not go outside, so be it. But it's just like you have to understand that these emotions they pass. So like, it's not a permanent feeling that you're gonna experience throughout your trip.
Yeah.
So you just have to work through it. Stay in the whole day, eat your first meal inside your hotel room or your hostel room, for real, like.
Yeah, like what are the challenges here that make you miss your country?
Honestly, my country is Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. Well, I do miss all my for all my relationships that I have there. So it's been a little bit hard. Also, there's like 8 hours, 9 hours time difference, so it's hard to talk to people sometimes. I miss my sisters. I miss food, yeah. I miss like certain foods.
Can you like tell me about like funny things you found like funny in Zambia that it's really been just weird for you, and you know you would want to share to someone who has never been here? Yeah.
Okay, some like differences in like the English. Okay, so like Zambians will say when they're used to something, they will say they are used. Have you heard that?
They are used? Oh, really?
Yeah, they'll say they are used, and I'm like, used?
Oh my!
It sounds weird, right?
Yeah, it sounds so weird.
They'll say, yeah, and then when I came here,
oh boy,
it's actually so. I was like, you're used. What do you mean? But
shit.
Someone tried to tell me one day that you're gonna get used to it, and they were like, you will become used. I was like, what? Yes.
That's really funny.
Also, like some. Also, you know how like when people speak in Nyanja or Bemba or any other local languages, like there's mannerisms in the way they speak, so it transfers over to the English.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like, okay, I heard it during my like training. When they're trying to get a point across, they'll say like, we are what? We are excited. They always say what?
Like instead of saying we're excited.
We are what? We're excited.
Okay.
It is so funny. I think that translates from like Bemba or Nyanja, I don't know. But it's a really funny way of talking. I find it really cute.
Oh wow.
What else? Weird things I can say. Well, one thing I've noticed is like, at least in Chapata, people. This happened to me in Andola too. The taxi driver was like, he was talking to my friend and I, and he was like asking my friend, like, where's her house? Not to get us to her house, because we weren't going to her house, we were going somewhere else. And he was like, where do you live? Where do you stay? Like, which house number? And I was like, dude, I can't tell you that.
Yeah.
You know, like, that was weird. They always ask me, where do I stay? Especially in Chapata, because it's like one main road and there's houses on, like, I mean, there's you live either on one side of the road or the other. So they'll be like, where do you stay? And they want me to tell them exactly where I stay.
That's weird.
It's very bizarre. So I'm like, I'm not telling you that.
That's so weird.
I've only ever encountered it by men. Like, only men ask me that though. But yesterday I told the taxi driver, I was like, I'm not telling you. Why would I tell you that? Because like, I'm a girl.
Yeah.
It's not safe, right?
Yeah. I think they ask that a lot. Like me too, when I go to the mall, just randomly, like someone will ask me, where do you stay? Where exactly do you stay? And I'm like, what do you mean? You want to visit? It's so weird. Even yesterday when like you were going to the mall, while I was coming back, I met a guy. He asked me, exercise? And I was like, sort of. Then he didn't hear what I said. Then he said, exercise? And I said, yes. But I wasn't doing exercise. Then afterwards, he told me, where do you stay? I was like, why would I tell you?
No.
And I just walked. While I was coming back, reached the gate. I see he's looking at me to see where I'm going.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I was like, wow, this boy is so weird.
That's like, it's not a friendly thing. One that at least I've met through work has been like super accommodating. Maybe I've yet to learn if it's like 100%, you know, because I've
True,
like, are they full of shit? But,
yeah.
But I mean, everything has so far. Everyone so far has been like amazing to work with. There's some things like that I've noticed that are like don't translate correctly. Like professionalism is relative, right? It's a very relative term here, and especially like in regards to men, like they can't gauge what's professional and what's not. So for me, that's a big issue. And there's like some work culture that I've noticed like that exists here is like that, like I guess you wouldn't in the US that would be considered like sexual harassment, you know, but here it's not considered that. Like you can get fired over that, but here it's not. It's really a big deal.
Oh, like what?
Like a manager interacting or like asking out like someone who's like entry level, like young woman, like that's not allowed.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, like that I've noticed people tend to like not give a crap about, but also like I guess a man having a wedding ring doesn't mean much.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't mean anything. So if someone's married, like so what? They still want to. Yeah. Like that's not appropriate. Yeah. Things like that, you know.
Beautiful people. Yeah, very chill. Like you know, if you're minding your business, they're really chill, and you try to not like get in trouble with any. Yeah, so I think it's nice. Yeah.
I agree.
We talk about the food. Have you tasted like the Zambian food, and is there any food in particular you like to enjoy? Or
I've tried shima, which is a maize based kind of it's kind of like fufu, but it's made out of maize meal. It's just like a medium that helps you eat. So like it's like bread or like rice. So it's plain by itself. I've tried it with proteins, obviously, and I've tried it with fish and chicken. It's okay. It's the one thing about shima is that like carbs, like it doesn't have any nutritional value.
oh,
Yeah, so it's not really good for you to eat all the time. And then I've tried some other stuff. Like I think they call them, I forgot what they're called, but what the things that you eat shima with, they have a certain name.
I've forgotten.
You know that you've heard of it.
Yeah, I think I'm just forgetting. I'll remember and I'll write it down.
But there's different things that you can eat. You can eat with shima, and I guess I just have a different palate. So, but I enjoyed what I had. But I don't really eat it every day.
Yeah. So it's like in Kenya it's called ugali. So it's almost like ugali. It's posho. It's like white posho and stuff. But it's the same vibes, you know. Yeah. Though Kenyans like to eat it with greens.
That's what they like to eat it with greens here too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they fry up a lot of or boil a lot of like leaves, like pumpkin leaves, sweet potato leaves. Yeah.
Can you speak any? It's called nyanja.
Nyanja.
Any words you've learned so far?
Nyanja is spoken in Eastern Province. What have I learned? So we had like maybe like 8 hours of language training.
Oh, that's nice.
Part of my job, but like, it wasn't successful because they tried to teach us so much of this like a little short time.
Yeah.
But what I know is, Muriwanj is, how are you? Mwakawino is, good morning.
Hmm.
And if you want to respond, it's
Mokobanji?
Mwakabanj.
Something like that.
Yeah, I'm getting confused.
Mokobanji?
Mwakabanji. No, Mwakabanj. Yeah.
Right?
Yes. One of them means how are you, the other means good morning.
Yeah.
Buino
Bwanji, Mokobanji. I think
Buino Bwanj, no.
it's what?
Buino and Bwanj are the same thing.
Oh,
Like,
Bueno.
okay. Mwakabuina.
Uh-huh.
And then if you wanted to respond, no. Okay, Muribanj. That's one I always use. And then if I wanted to respond, I'd say Nipiwino.
Oh.
Muribanj. So you have to like ask them back. That's all I know. Sorry.
At least you know better
Sorry,
than me.
gang. Yeah.
I am trying, but
people in Eastern Province in Chipata always, when they they interact with me, they always speak to me in Nyanja, and I feel so bad because obviously I'm like, sorry, I cannot speak Nyanja. I wish I can. I wish I can blend in more, you know.
Yeah. I should really learn. I'll try to learn like serious stuff. I will.
Chichewa is very similar to it. And Chichewa is like you can find more like tools to learn Chichewa.
What's Gigi? What's
Chichewa?
Yeah.
Chichewa is it's like Nyanja, but it's spoken in Malawi.
Oh, so they share that with the Zambians.
They do, yes. At least Nyanja Chichewa, yeah.
Great. You're doing great. I don't know this stuff. That's awesome. Okay. All right. I don't know what else to talk about. I think, I don't know, you have anything you want to share?
Come to Zambia because there's like really fun things to do.
Yeah.
Safaris, really cool. I haven't done one yet. I haven't went camping or anything. I really want to do that. I live in Eastern, so it's where South Luanga is, which is the best national park. Obviously you have like Livingstone, which is where the falls are.
Yeah.
And then it's just a nature forward country. So if you love animals,
you should come. There's a lot of parks to check out.
There is, yeah.
One is close by here. I think it's among the biggest park, East Park Mall. And you can visit the Shaolin Temple. I have a video on it. You can go watch it. And the Chaminuka Lodge. You can go do the cheetah walk, lion walk, coffee tasting and everything. And also the nightlife is really awesome. Like Zambians are really, like they turn up, you know. Yeah, they are really cool people. They really dress up and turn up, and it's legit. So yeah, you can check out like Chicago, the bar. It's at the mall here close by. Yeah, and you can come and stay at this hostel. It's really very affordable. It has a lot like you can pick from what your budget is, and you know you can get space to sleep. And overall the food is really awesome, and you can always ask a local if you need like to know anything, if you want to find a spot, if Google can't give you like you can check out the museum too, the Lusaka. You've been there?
Where is it?
It's around here, but I've not been there
Lusaka
yet.
what?
The Museum of Lusaka.
I have not been yet.
There's also one in Livingstone. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but some people come here, they've been there, so those are some of the things you can do.
Can I mention something?
Yeah.
There's a lot of Chinese immigrants that are in business here, so we have a lot of Chinese restaurants.
Yeah.
There's a place. Have you been to JCS?
Nope.
It's a strip mall, sort of. It's all Chinese stores. It's a big food hall. They have a big food hall, and they have like grocery.
The mall is called what?
JCS.
JCS. Oh, it's in Lusaka.
Yes, it is not very far from here. Very close. And it's a food hall, and then they have like if you want groceries, they also have like you can buy stuff like it's just like goods like handbags they have. It's a lot of stuff. It's really interesting. Electronics. You can get a lot of electronics as well.
Also,
I recommend it. Well, I think like the country itself is very diverse and different. There's just like different nationalities here. A lot of Lebanese people. In Dola, there's a lot of Lebanese. They have, and Dola is the copper belt region, so copper producing region of the country. So there's a lot of foreign, like there's different nationalities there as well because of the copper business.
Yeah.
Then there's a lot of like, for example, in Chapata there's a lot of Indians that have been here for generations. So
yeah.
Also like a lot of Somalis, a lot of Ethiopians. Yeah, so it's diverse. I can't say much about like how much like interconnectedness there is between the different like nationalities. Like I can't comment on that, but yeah.
Okay, that's beautiful. So how easy do you move around? Like how has it been for you? Like what do you use? Mainly the buses, the bikes, the app? Like how is it?
In the city or in Chapata?
In Japata first.
So in Chapata, we don't have any ride-sharing apps, so I just use like shared taxis, or I get like my own taxi. But it's really the shared taxis are very inexpensive. Like 10 kwacha to get to town. A taxi would be a little bit more expensive, like a private one. And then for me to go from Chapata to come here to Lusaka, I have to take a bus, a private company bus, a coach bus. So those tickets are not cheap, but they're comfortable and it's like an 8-hour ride, so it's worth the price.
Okay.
Yeah, here in Lusaka you can take Yango, you can take. There's like also Go, which is an app. There's mini buses that are private public mini buses. So,
Yeah.
Those are your options, yeah.
Yeah. I think Yango is like the most common one. Like here in Lusaka to move around, and it's the cheapest somehow.
Cheap, relative. It's not cheap. Yango is not cheap.
Sometimes it's cheaper than the public means, to be like for real.
In terms of convenience?
No, like okay, like sometime me and my friends were 3 trying to come from the city to come back here to the hostel, and when we asked the 3 of us, it was like 120 kwacha, you know. But then when we used Yango, it was like
I see.
48 kwacha.
I see.
You see?
They overcharge you to a taxi driver.
Yeah, they can sort of overcharge you because like you're not from the country or something like that. So okay, when you take like the public means, like you take a bus or something, it's good to ask like your neighbor, how much are you paying to this location? How much is it usually to this location? Or sometimes they'll just overcharge you because you probably were white or something. I don't know. Yeah.
It's true. So always look at the Yango prices before you book a taxi, which is a driver on the street, because they will do their best to overcharge you.
Yeah, true.
And yeah, what's I gonna say? But yes, I think Yango is cheap, but if you want to go to like another part of the city, like across town, it can get pretty expensive, honestly. Like if you want to go to like downtown from here, it would cost you like maybe like 60, 80 kwacha. Depends really, yeah.
Okay, my last question is, what advice would you give to anyone out there, not just a traveler or a tourist or whatever, just general life advice, yeah, you would give to anyone and like in their 20s? Yeah.
I think, okay, like when you have a desire to travel, I say always like do it with whatever money you have. Like I always travel with very little money, and I stay in the most humble places. The experience is worth far more than anything. So
Yeah.
don't think you need to stay in like very luxurious places or stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just think just travel if you have the minimum requirements, you know. Yeah, I think it's worth doing, especially when you're young. Like it's fun. Like no one like back home that I know like travels so much. I wish more of my friends were able to do it, but I feel like they're tied down to stuff in Philadelphia, so it's a little bit. It's a luxury to be able to do it, in my opinion. Be resourceful. Yeah, you can do it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's all.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for sharing. And I'm glad to do this with you. And you're a beautiful human.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated.